Good morning, y'all. It is 2:05 a.m. We are headed to San Jacinto Peak, kind of our fifth out of six of the last SoCal six-pack of peaks before Whitney in about a month. This trail is supposed to be 12.8 miles. Most people are recording about 14. It goes up to just over 10,800 feet. We're looking forward to it. We're feeling pretty good. It's obviously early in the morning, but we were able to get some fairly decent sleep last night, 5 or 6 hours, and we're headed to the trailhead now, and we'll touch in when we get there. All right, see you in a bit.
All right, guys, we are getting ready to start. The trail was pretty easy to find. There's not a ton of parking up here, and just for a note, there is no bathroom at the trailhead. So Christian's over doing something. I won't disclose what, but we'll get this trail started pretty soon. All right, y'all, here we are a mile into the trail, about 711 feet of elevation gain. It's just after 5:40, like 5:41 a.m. Sun's just about dipping out. 700 feet in 1 mile is considerable. Chip tells me that the next mile is about 900 feet. So it has taken us just slightly longer than what our normal pace would be, but we are making up a good time. So we'll see how the rest of this goes. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, we're still in mile 2, but we are really coming up the side of the mountain. Show you some of this, really steep. Got these flabbies, breathing hard. You would think that we've never breathed air before. And so look at those root steps Chip's on.
Yes, I'm one with the trees.
Oh my. We are just under 2 miles in still, but we came to this really great overlook. I mean, if you weren't in shape to do like the whole trail, coming up here would be worth it right here. This is
Unbelievable. Give it a try, guys.
Look at all these ferns. When was the last time you guys saw a fern?
All right, y'all, here we are 2 miles in. So at least according to all trails, it was only about 700 feet of elevation gain in that mile. Though a lot of it was kind of bundled together. And we showed you some of that video of it being pretty steep for just a short little bit right there. And we still got a ways to go as we're looking up, Chip's there, but we're still going up that trail up there. We're about an hour and 3 minutes in, so a little bit slower than what is normal. Kind of tells you how much elevation gain is in there, or maybe we got more flabby, not sure. 2 miles in, just after or almost 6:15 a.m. and yeah, we're enjoying the trail. Really nice. There is quite a bit of kind of tree cover. We'll see how that impacts later for the shade. All right, see you in a bit. All right, y'all, we are 3 miles in, and Chip would agree with this. We're struggling a little bit. It's tough. That last mile was probably the hardest one so far. We gained about 8,500 feet, which is only 150 feet more than the first 2 miles, but it was like really aggressive. We are about an hour and 45 minutes in, so moving fairly slower. Although that's included, we took about a 10-ish minute break at mile 2 to get some food and other things in us and rest for a bit. We're still feeling like our trail legs are not quite under us just yet. So 3 miles in, we're at about 2,250 feet of elevation gain. We have a total of 4,500 about, just under that, 4,400 feet. It's looking like it's going to level out for just a little bit, but yeah, we're a great trail, but we're, kind of always just depends on the day. We're feeling a little bit more flabby than usual. All right, we just checked in with you guys, but we're coming down this trail really just after mile 3 and coming to this this meadow. That man, that looks like a bear would be chasing a deer through there, and this is where they would all kind of hang out. And wow, what an inspiring view, right, Chip? All right, y'all, just over 3 miles in, you're gonna come to I guess you're going on the PCT at this point. This is the trail that runs from Canada to Mexico. And you're gonna see this sign kind of off to the left, or off to the right technically if you're coming up the trail. And you're gonna take, at least according to all trails, you're gonna take the PCT northbound if you're following the Marion Mountain Trail to San Jacinto Peak. So yeah, follow the trail. Taking that first for a second.
Huh?
Okay guys, we are 4 miles in. By far our easiest mile yet on the trail, mile 4, or finishing mile 4.
That was a fun one.
About 350 feet more of elevation gain. We are at, that would put us at 2650, I think, if I'm remembering what I just looked at. We're at 2 hours and 17 minutes. It is almost 7:30 in the morning, making some pretty good progress. We're feeling all right now, but definitely not the best hike we have felt on. Although this last mile honestly was kind of nice after in a first aggressive 3 miles. All right, check back with you. Catch ya.
Gets hungry on the trail, but I have been lately. And I think it was because I had that fatty thing on top of Griffith Peak. It really set me in. But now I'm just always hungry. I gotta figure something out.
Hey Chip.
What?
I don't know about you, but I feel inspired.
Real grabby.
Yeah, it's a little grabby. All right, y'all, we are at 5 miles in. We're gonna take a little bit of a little food break and re-energize, take a little bit of rest. It is just after 8 a.m. We are about 2 hours and, I don't know, 37 minutes in, about 3,200 feet of elevation gain, which means we have about 1,200 more feet to go, and a mile and a half, maybe another mile to get up there. So we're feeling fairly decent. We're going back up the mountain again. The last couple miles were pretty okay. All right, check back in. Look at this little meadow over here. This is probably where bears are at as well, but there's this sweet stream that's just running through, man, and the sun is hitting it just right, and Chip is standing right there. It's a little campground that's around here as well. What a great, we're heading that way. What a great place.
Just so you guys know, we did find the toilets finally. If you have to go at the beginning of the hike, good luck. 5.5 miles up, and you're in a porta potty. So I would hate to be the guy that has to service these.
All right, y'all, here we are, 6 miles up according to all trails, at about 36, oh, maybe it's more than that. I can't remember now. 38, I don't know, elevation gain, something like that. About 3.5 hours in, a little bit, as I said already, slower than we normally do. It is 8:45 a.m. If we're at 6 miles, we have somewhere probably a mile or less till we get to the top. And so we are slowly making our way to do that, at least slower than normal, and feeling pretty decent right now. Check back in. All right, guys, we are towards the top. This is a sign. We're going this way, coming up from behind me, making our way to the top. You'll pass this sign, which Obviously to the left, it goes to those places.
Yes, I do. I know what time it is. And here he goes. He's gonna go run up that scramble like a dummy.
I got to the top of San Jacinto Peak. I tried to do a little run jog to the top, and for most of it, it was okay. This is just over 7 miles, maybe 7 1/4 it looks like, about 9:20 in the morning, and 10,884 feet or something like that, pretty close to that. And I thought I was gonna be run all the way to the top, but check out the direction have to come up. And it's all like that for the next, or for the last, I don't know, 1/8 of a mile. Pretty crazy. Here we are at the top of San Jacinto Peak. It is elevation 10,834 feet, almost 4,500 feet of elevation gain. All Trails is putting us at 7.22 miles to the top. We have a nice sign that Mrs. Stephanie Bellevue made for us to take up here. This will be up here if you ever want to take a picture, tag us in it at Flabby Daddies on Instagram, or you can find us on YouTube, obviously. And trail was great, honestly. A little bit more difficult. The first 3 miles were hard, harder, and
They were hard.
but you know, we got to the top, and then the last 1/4 mile was basically a little scramble over these boulders and rocks. And so, but you have this cool 360 view at the top, which is pretty nice. Chip, anything for you?
I have one thing to say. This is funnier with my finger. One thing to say. We hike so you don't have to.
Gotcha. Alright guys, almost towards the top is this shed thing to get out of the elements if you needed to like survive. And we're on our way down. We thought I'd stop by. You can actually go into it. It's pretty cool. A little creepy going in. I don't know if it, I mean, if you had to survive, you know, it has a couple of bunks.
All right, guys, it's that time again. We are starting our descent. You know I live for the descent. I'm really looking forward to this one because coming up was not as much fun as I thought I was going to have. So,
But it was fun.
But it was fun, sure. But yeah, it's the time I look forward to every single time we hike.
We are still making our way down, but we are having to we did this obviously on the way up, but it just feels more squeezed right now, but we're making our way through. All right, y'all, we still got a couple more miles to go, and making our way down this mountain. And oh my goodness, it has not been our favorite descent. It has been our least favorite descent. We have been going basically really steep downhill, really technical, hard on the ankles. I've rolled my ankle pretty good one time. The knees will feel this later, and you know, we're really excited to be back in the car. So it's we got, I don't know, half an hour left of our descent, and hopefully, and then we'll be done. So fun hike, but not our favorite.